Well, hell. Welcome to the show, everybody. My name is Jack Spade, and today I am dungeon mastering for a session of D&D 5e. Specifically, we're running a adventure, not a campaign, but a short adventure that I wrote myself for some people that I like to play games with. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing tonight. The name of the adventure is King Under the Lost Arch. It's a very spooky, very flavorful campaign or adventure. I keep saying campaign. Adventure that feels a lot like Dark Souls or Elden Ring kind of vibes. A lot of ruination, undead, and snakes. Just for fun, as a treat. My players get some snake combat. Anyway, enough about that. Let's go ahead and let our players know that we'll be jumping right on in with this. So I'm just going to send a message to the chat. Or the group, rather. I'll let them know about to unmute. About to unmute. All right. So let's just get on right away, shall we? Hello, hello.
What's up?
Hey.
How are y'all doing?
Great.
Fantastic. Y'all ready to continue on with this spooky adventure?
You bet. Yes, sir.
Fan-friggin-tastic. So just a quick recap, you guys have been going through this ruined castle town, which has seen better days for sure, having gone through mist and darkened tunnels littered with skeletons and snake people, specifically Yuan Ti, who seem to have been hounding your every twist and turn in this place. The last thing you guys did is you came to a much larger, slightly more decadent building that you've seen so far. And in one of these rooms in this building, you discovered a chest that was being somewhat protected, or watched over at least, by a skeletal figure. And then, as soon as you get the chest open, this awesome mist just springs out of it. And so we will start off this session with everybody making a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. Going right for the jugular, huh?
Exactly. Gotta spice shit up, Been too easy for you guys.
Okay.
Damn, we did roll nice. Damn.
What did I roll?
Dang.
22 there.
I rolled a nat 20.
I see lucky continues to be lucky.
Incredible. You guys all managed to succeed. So you're only going to take
Oh.
I was afraid of that.
4 points of psychic damage.
With yours.
Oh,
I did.
Did someone get it twice?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
Happens.
Okay. I'll just give it back to you. Apply healing, and then I'm gonna give it to you again, but half damage, so now we're square. Okay. You are all enveloped in this thick mist that springs out of this chest. The skeleton knocked over onto its side from the force of it. And then you are all pulled into a memory that is not your own. If anybody remembers, one of you has already experienced one of these visions already. And so you will experience a different one.
Interesting.
There is darkness, but you see shadows of a tattered tent and scattered trash flicker at the edges of your vision as you focus on the emerald green writhing snake in your grasp. A thunderous roar of something massive overhead drowns out your struggle for a fleeting moment and then fades, leaving you alone again. Your heart pounds with desperate resolve as you tighten your grip. Then that hiss again, fangs flashing, and a sharp pain in your neck. You come back to the fog pool as it begins to dissipate, and you are once again in this room.
Oceana shakes her head, so confused at the moment, before looking back at the others. Had vision. Is is all okay? She looks scared as well as asking that.
Yeah, Commodore just kind of looks at the floor and nods.
And then Razor's gonna say, "Did you guys see that too? That was weird, right?
That was
Yeah.
freaky. Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah,
It's almost
that's
similar to the vision that I had earlier.
Oh, earlier when
Not
you
really.
were in the foggy stuff?
Yeah, it's kind
Oh.
of similar. Like the vibe is the same.
Me too. Me have similar stuff. When I had to go
Hmm.
save Lucky's honor.
My honor, yeah.
While y'all are chatting, mind if I take 10 minutes to cast a prayer healing on myself because I'm fucked up.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
weren't you?
We were
Right.
trying
Yeah,
to take a short
please.
rest at some point.
Yeah. You
I'll say you can
seems
start that now.
We can start a short rest?
Yeah.
In addition to the
Okay.
prayer of healing that Commodore's doing.
I can I think I can play a song and give extra healing.
Aren't they like the same? Like they all like have short rests effects, right?
They
I
can
think
Pair of healing.
they can stack.
And they can stack. All right,
Yep.
cool.
General question out of character. Do you folks look that hurt right now?
Oh, there it is.
I'm okay. I could use a short rest.
I'm more saying because I think prayer of healing is a spell, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's happened.
Yeah.
So it's not good. Oceana is going to move herself to here, and she's going to close the door while we wait, so we are extra safe. And she's going to keep watch.
And then Razor's gonna go to Oceana and then say sorry because of the acid, the vial of acid.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Oceana. I didn't see it.
he would stand at the tippy toes of her tentacles and give a little pat to Razor. It's fine. You landwalkers struggle with simple things like that.
Thank you. You have such a good heart, or whatever the organ that pumps your blood is.
Yes, I do
Thank
have
you.
good hearts.
Okay, cool.
Several of them, in fact.
Yes, indeed. I think it's
Really?
great.
Okay. I thank you from the bottom of my one and only heart.
You
And-
lost your other hearts?
Where's a short rest hit dice at?
If you open up your character sheet, you will see there is a number 5 underneath your portrait. If you click that,
Okay. Yep.
you'll be able to roll hit dice.
Also, folks, don't forget to attune to those items you want to identify before. I think it was the statue Lucky got, and there was another one too. There were 2 items, I think.
I don't want to roll 5. I just put 1.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Meds?
I'm gonna roll.
Alright, just making sure.
Yeah, you got it.
I don't roll. That's all. I've never been on this
DM,
side.
it's the same thing if I just click the short rest button, right?
Do that, but also,
Okay.
if you're gonna roll hit dice, click the 5 underneath your character portrait. Okay, yeah, you got it.
Okay, cool.
Alright. Cool.
So don't forget before you roll to add the prayer of healing hit points.
I already got it for him. Already got it.
Okay.
Thanks for the reminder, though.
I forgot that you
There,
folks actually were very hurt.
dice.
Oceana somehow wasn't. Sorry.
All good.
Much better.
Did you mean to use all those hit dice, Razor?
Yep.
Okay.
Because I was going to full health.
Got it.
I was barely alive. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Understood.
just remember that it took a very big hit from what's the word? One of
Like
the
the
creatures.
big skeleton. I got
Yeah,
the 2d12s.
big
You will
skeleton.
see that the chest is lidless at the moment.
Can I
Is
take
there
a
any-
peek?
You can. Inside, you will see that there's a pair of boots, an odd kind of magnifying glass, a bullseye lantern, a crowbar, a grappling hook, 50-foot of hempen rope. You see an odd petrified bone flute, a pewter figurine, and a ring. And
Does anyone want the boots?
if you double click the chest, you can actually see all that stuff listed.
Oh, cool.
Uh, Oceana looks at Razor at the question and looks back at her tentacle legs, shakes her head. Make it.
Okay, because you probably need 8 of these, right? I'll take it.
I would enjoy having the grappling hook if no one wants it, alongside the extra rope. Anyone
I
against that?
No, go for it.
No.
Thank you.
If I was gonna pick anything, I really like jewelry, so I would pick the ring.
I would have just won some crowbar.
What is this pewter figurine?
Do you pick it up?
Yeah, Oceana would be very curious about it. Should pick it up.
That's a very dangerous question. Do you pick it up?
As you
This is
pick
a
it
very
up,
serious-
you realize that it's a children's toy. And as you examine it closely, suddenly a giggle nearly escapes your lips. You feel someone's gaze on your face, and a cozy warmth soaks into your skin, embracing you to the core. And as you hold this item, you now have boundless energy. Your max hit points cannot be reduced as long as you hold onto this pewter toy.
Alright then. Is it an attunement item?
It is not. You simply have to have it on your person.
Okay. Does it count if I put it on my backpack? Or do I
Yeah,
literally
it
have
does.
to hold
Sure,
it?
absolutely.
Oceana opens her backpack, makes sure to separate a good space in it next to the bundle of bones, and safely puts the pewter figurine.
What's left in here is this strange magnifying glass with a snake's eye in it, and there's also this petrified bone flute and a ring.
I'll take the rest.
Okay. What do you pick up
Just be
first?
the ring.
As you pick up the ring, there is an odd calmness that washes over you. You feel all of your muscles relax, but also somewhat tense, as if you were a well-strung bow with a notched arrow. You also gain an additional 30 feet of dark vision, and you also gain
Oh.
and your dark vision turns into infravision, meaning you no longer see light and dark, but you see like heat instead.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
That's really
Nice.
cool. Yeah, I feel
Mhm.
good. I pick up the magnifying glass next.
As you pick up the magnifying glass, your furred fingers wrap around the handle and you pick it up. As you do, you will hear. Sorry. As you pick up this broken magnifying glass, you hear chanting voices like a swarm of snakes over top of muffled screams and cries.
Do you guys hear this?
No.
Oh,
The
Hey,
Rowan,
sound
did you go?
the sound quickly vanishes as you hold on to it for a moment.
Oh, I thought I heard something like cries.
Mm.
I didn't fart. I swear it wasn't me.
Oh,
Does your fart sound like little cries?
I don't know. Maybe.
maybe remnants of strange sight of before, of the cloud.
Hmm, maybe. I don't know. It was weird. It's gone now.
Mm.
Look at this cool ring I got.
Oh, it's shiny.
Oh, that's sick. It looks like a snake.
I
Oh,
love shiny things.
also, Ash, if you step close to the chest and click on it, you can click to take the stuff in it. But you do have to move your character close to the chest first.
Oh,
There you go. Yeah,
Mm.
double click the chest, and then you should be able to just click on the item. There you go, just like that.
DM is the whip like can we pick it up?
You sure can. You got to move up to it though, just like the chest.
All right, cool. I'll take that too.
Okay,
is this a hat?
it is.
I
It-
grabbed the hat.
It's
first.
not an item pile
you got
though. Oceana, you now have an explorer's hat.
Oceana lifts up her witch's hat, puts on the explorer's hat, and on top of the explorer's hat, she puts back on her witch's hat.
stacking hats.
Hat stack.
Your hat stacking?
Lucky,
Hat stacking.
Yeah.
as you picked up the bone flute out of the chest, you feel a strange magnetic pull from your lips to the instrument, and you cannot resist. And as you exhale a single sonorous note that echoes in the room, you do a little spin, like a dance move. And you feel that you are free, weightless, like a leaf on the wind. In
Oh.
addition, you also gain. Why did I close that? I should not have closed that. What am I doing? I'm flailing. You also gain weightlessness. When you have this food on your person, you are immune to the frightened condition.
Oh, that's cool. Um,
That's nice.
Commodore, did you want anything?
No, I'm cool with my crowbar. We're good.
You're okay?
Yeah.
I feel like you didn't get anything cool, and I got all this cool stuff. I got this like panther, and I got this cool lantern, and I got a cool ring, and now I have a cool flute, and I have a cool glass. I don't want to take all the cool things,
Wait,
but
me
I
knows
will.
how to
Well,
solve.
you kind of just did.
Wait,
I'll share.
wait, me know how to solve this. Oceana then lifts up her witch's hat, picks up the explorer's hat, and gently puts it on top of our dear Commodore's hair. There you go. Now you got
Suits you,
something.
bro. You look awesome.
You almost see him blush for a second.
Oh, that's what we were missing.
As
Just
you
wanted the
are
hat.
discussing the loot that you found, you all hear a knock at the door.
Oh, don't answer that.
Nobody's
You don't.
home.
You don't answer it for strangers. That's what my mom always said.
Yeah, my mom told me that too. Nobody's home.
Don't
The
answer
door is knocked on again.
Oceana would sigh
I said nobody's home.
and move closer. Can I roll a perception to see if I notice any sounds or like determine there are more than one person outside?
Sure, make a
Hello?
perception check.
All right then. There you go.
While
Ooh, a
she's doing that,
crit.
Lucky's gonna like hide.
You hear not ragged breathing, but you do hear the breathing of a single creature. In addition, you also hear like you know how like someone you'll kind of stand around and shift awkwardly from foot to foot sometimes. You kind of hear that as if some creature that is not wearing any shoes just kind of slaps its feet on the ground every time they're shifting their pose awkwardly.
Then Oceana would raise her hand. She was very jovial before, but as soon as the knock was heard, she focused once more. She'd lift her shield up and should open the door while doing the dodge action, if that's okay with you.
Sure.
Before Oceana does that, DM, because I have a hunting trap. Can I put a hunting trap in front of the other door?
Hold on for me for just a second. Sorry, there we go. Okay, it's because I had the door selected. I couldn't zoom in or anything for a second. A hunting trap, sure. Where do you put it?
Okay. I'll put it in front of this door. And now, how do I do
The
this?
one
Do I
that-
just
the-
drag it or something?
The one that this door. Okay. Here's what we'll
Yeah,
do.
this
We'll
one,
just
this
make
one.
it super simple. And we will just put a red square here. Just to
Okay,
remind
cool,
us that it's
cool,
there.
cool.
Alright then. Then with the dodge action and right to block an attack or dodge any malicious effect, she opens the door.
You see nothing.
Mm. She
What?
heard something, and Oceana may
As
struggle a lot.
as soon as your attention goes away from the door, those of you who are in front of it will see a green-eyed creature suddenly appear, as if it was from the invisibility spell, and it says, "Hi."
Hi.
Hi.
You foe or ally?
Not a foe. In fact, I have a proposition. Now, I'm pretty sure that you've all come across some pretty interesting items just now. Am I right?
No.
Yeah. You
No.
found a hat.
Adventurers that are liars, not good.
Yes.
Maybe.
I'd not lie.
Maybe
See,
one.
the hat is there. And she points to Commodore's new hat.
I tip it like a cowboy.
Well, I'll tell you what. My name is Naughty, by the way. Naughty the Nothic. And he does like a slight bow.
That's really funny because you can't really get naughty because you're a snake.
As a proper warrior, Oceana bows back. Pleasure to see you, Nadi. I am Oceana, brave warrior and ocean dweller. These here are my fellows and allies. What exactly is your merchandise?
Information, of
Deal,
course.
deal.
I am selling information. If you hand over those little cute relics you just found in that chest over there, that was definitely trapped, which is why I don't already have them, then I'll tell you all about this place. And he gestures to the environment.
I tossed the crowbar at his feet.
No, you can't fool me. That's not one of them. Although, good try, though. And he just kind of like taps it and just kind of puts it over here somewhere.
Good.
Can Razor tell if there were if Naughty really knows like good stuff? Like good information? Can I tell by the way he talks?
Make either an arcana. Oh, okay. You want to do like an insight check? Sure. See how confident you are.
If I could do that, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I put my hand on his shoulder and give him guidance.
Oh, roll a d4 on top of that.
Oh, sure.
While you're doing so,
and
could
then
Oceana do a martial
D4.
check? Not to see if he's lying or not, but more in the sense of, is this someone that seems to be able to fight or cast magic?
Oh,
That
absolutely.
doesn't sound-
I'll give you that for free. He cast the invisibility spell a second ago.
Mhm.
And
No,
then
but like, does
I
it
got a
seem
21,
to be someone that is able to stand ready like a fighter, or is more like a random magic user of the types?
all right, make a martial check. With the 21 insight check, this guy definitely thinks he has something that you will want to know.
Permission check.
Whether or not you think the information will be worth it, that's up to you to decide.
But he knows something. All right,
He
cool.
he does. He believes he does anyway.
I got a 9 for the martial check.
Hard to tell with that martial check. He definitely seems slippery for sure.
And then Oceana would, not noticing right away that he's able to fight or not, she would not relax but tense up a little less and look to the others. Choice yours. I am carried away. Also, Noti, you want to come in?
No, that's fine. I don't mind doing this transaction through the door.
Fair enough. Alright then, she looks to Artisan. You want to trade or no trade with him?
DM he's a snake, right? So I'm assuming he's
No,
like,
he's
floating.
he's definitely not a snake. What you are seeing is a cyclopean creature. He's about 5.5 feet tall with a hunch. He's barefoot, and you can see he's got like razor sharp teeth in his mouth. And what were ears are now like these fleshy spikes on the side of his head that you can see like there's some kind of auditory port in. It's a rather horrifying visage.
I
But
don't
definitely
think the
not a
boots would
snake.
even fit you. I don't even think the boots would fit you, bro.
I don't
You
want
really
the
need all of them?
boots. I don't want the boots. I just want those 4 little items that stupid adventurer man who died and got himself turned into bones gathered.
Oh, you mean the whip?
No, not the whip. It was inside the
Purple.
chest.
Proposal. Oceana then takes a step forward, not looking
Hey, hey,
threatening,
hey.
but instead,
Keep your distance.
you don't want to see this. And she pulls out the figurine she took from the chest.
Hey, that's one of them for sure. What do you say? You want to trade that for some information? And he kind of extends a hand.
One condition.
I'm afraid that there will be no refunds.
No refund. Not that. Condition is you specify type of information.
Oh, the information about this place.
But what exactly about place? Enemies information, geography information, magic information. We looking for someone specific. Small child, right? Was it sure? Was a child GM? The one
Yes.
from the thing?
Well, she was like a teenager, but yeah.
Yeah. Small spawn of red-haired. Was it human? The race of the guy?
Oh yes, I saw that poor child. Yeah, she was being dragged along by those UNT nasty people. That she was alive last I saw. If you don't have all the information you need and you're trying to rescue her, well, I don't like your chances. And you can see he kind of smiles at that.
I do agree. I want information but information for that in exchange for this. And she offers the greater figure.
Okay, so you're giving it to him?
Yeah, she's basically saying like, hey, if you tell me this, I will give you this.
You see that he sticks up his index finger and he does like some kind of trace through the air, like almost like Wingardium Leviosa from Harry Potter. And the pewter figure begins to float towards him at a slow rate, and he takes it in a hand. And as he does, you can see that there is like a shock that goes through his body as his eye closes, and you just hear him say, "Oh, yes. Okay, so."
Are you good, bro?
Oh,
need help.
Haven't been this good in a while. Thanks. Anyway,
You're welcome.
The first thing that you should know is that the king is a very powerful wraith that has the power to bend spirits to his whim, and anything that dies in this realm becomes his subject. Its spirit becomes his subject.
Alright.
Fucking necromancer.
Oceana shakes her head a little, says, Kid, information on the spawn.
They got something slated for. If you want to know more than that, I need another relic. And he kind of gestures to the people behind you.
She
You
narrows
turn
her
around and you
eyes.
see Lucky like shaking their head no.
What do you do with these things anyway? Why do you want these?
None of your beeswax, kid. Now
Mm,
you
We
back
gotta know
there.
at
And
least if you're gonna use it against us or something.
I'm not going to use it against you. They're so minor to you. They can't be that useful.
Well,
The only way I could really
This-
hurt you with them is I threw them at you. And I'm not going to do that.
this king, does it have treasure?
Yeah, I mean, he kind of like looks around the room and then kind of points to the room that you're in. You found shit in there, didn't you?
If you help us, I can give you some treasure that we find else as well.
Nope, I want that stuff that you found. That's all I want.
If we give you stuff, can you draw us a map?
He shrugs, sure.
You seem to have been here long.
But if you want that kind of specific information, I'm gonna need the other three. And he grins widely at that.
2.
For a map, nope,
We'll
no
give you
dice.
2. Yeah.
No dice.
0.
Yep, all right.
3. Would you be able to show us?
Listen, man. We're just looking for a girl. Was it a girl, DM?
Yes.
Yeah. Listen, listen, man. We're just looking for a girl, and we're trying to help out a dad. Have a heart. I mean, at least I can have Oceana give you one if you don't have one. Give us a hint, just a little bit.
I'll give you
A
more
little bit
information
more.
for another relic. Look, the thing is, the things that I know could make the difference between you staying alive and you dying. Just saying.
Insight check.
I'll give it to you for free. He believes it 100%.
But you guys, I don't want to give up this cool stuff.
I know you
You
don't.
have
That's
to.
why I did this to you.
I don't want
shit.
to. I'm a selfish cat, and I want to keep all these goodies that we found. I don't want to give this thing anything.
Oceana
I'm
turns and
gonna
looks.
I'm gonna go next to Lucky and then whisper, hey Lucky, what if we give that creature the one that you got from the ghost?
No, I don't want to give him anything.
Come on,
It's my
we're
stuff.
trying to save people here.
Well, I found this
No,
fair and
just one.
square. Just no. He said he wants all of them, and I don't want to give him any of them.
It's
What
fine.
about this? What about this? I'll trade you one for the whip.
I don't want the whip. I want this cool stuff.
It's so cool. Look at it. And then I'm gonna like crack the whip in front of Lucky. See, it makes sounds.
You see, like a big exhale. I just think this is so unfair. As Lucky's like pulling the cool ring off and all these cool things off, and hands them to Oceana with the tail between the legs and ears like airplane mode. Mad.
Airplane mode.
I'll say
Mad.
I can
I'll say that
imagine
you I'll say
Mad.
that you hand them
Gonna
off to
scream.
Razor, and Razor you can hand them off to Ocean if you would like to.
There you go, Shanna. Do what you need to do.
Just to be sure, what items were given to us?
So I think it's the ring, the flute, and was it the magnifying glass?
Yeah,
DM?
the magnifying glass.
Oceana would look. She turned to Lucky. Lucky, you really don't want to give, correct?
I don't want to give, but I feel like you're gonna make me, so I think
You
I'm
found-
outvoted.
You found it. It's yours. Oceana gives
No,
back the items to Lucky.
it's okay. I'll just get cool stuff later, I guess.
Mm. You
So,
sure?
Oceana, you still have the items because Lucky gave them back.
I'm gonna go to Lucky and then pet her head. Good cat. We'll get you
Uh,
another one.
If
Yeah.
she'll look at Lucky one last time before shaking her hands, well, if they said so, here.
Hey,
And
hey,
then
hey!
she would. Oh, sorry,
Maintain your
I forgot.
distance.
Me forgot. Apologies. Here.
Okay, so you hand over the other 3 items.
Mhm.
Okay, he does the little finger trick again, and the rest of the items begin to float into the air, and he collects them with his hands. As he does, there is another jolt, and you just kind of hear him go, "Oh yes!" As something happens to him as he makes contact with these things, and he says, "Oh, that's the stuff. Okay, okay, all right.
Well, don't be weird about it.
Unfortunately, can't help it. I was just being part of being a Nothic. Anyway, so
Oh.
anyway, the fog pools. I'm sure you've seen them so far. They contain knowledge of a way to weaken the king. Although what it is or how to use it, I'm not entirely sure.
Mhm.
If you've been in them,
Umps.
if you've been in them already, I suggest you pay very close attention to what you see in there. Now, the Yuan
Right.
Ti,
So, go ahead. Sorry.
the Yuan Ti are led by an abomination who has command of 3 Malisons. So a Malison, if you can believe it, imagine those Yuan Ti you've been killing already, but their entire top halves are completely snakes. And an abomination is like a massive snake with arms. It's terrifying, says the Nothic.
Mhm.
Now,
Do
what
you
you
think
should
they make
all...
good soup?
Sorry, go ahead.
Do you think they make good soup?
The Nothic actually looks thoughtful about that and says, I don't know. Maybe. Now, what
Is
you...
there a way for us to go inside a fog without getting hurt? Because it kind of hurts.
The Nothic just kind of shrugs and says, unfortunately, that's the price for knowledge sometimes. Believe me, I would know. Anyway, what else you should know about these Yuan Ti is they can sometimes transform into snakes. And if you kill one while it's still in a snake form, it won't transform back. And then finally, and he holds up the magnifying glass as he says this last part. Based upon this tool here, it looks like the Yuan Ti are intentionally feeding souls to the king in order to use his domain for something nasty in a further plot, I can imagine. The wand artifact that you gave me suggests they're going to do something to the humanoid souls ritually sacrificed here, making them into anchors or beacons, maybe. What this is going to do is through another much larger spell from outside of this realm, they're going to shunt this realm into other places. If you can imagine this place suddenly appearing in somewhere like Waterdeep or Baldur's Gate, well, it wouldn't be good.
But you're missing one point still. The girl, the spawn. Where
A
is it?
sacrifice.
No, but where is it?
Oh, he
You
points.
said you knew.
He points to the right, in this direction. And he says, if you just keep following that way, you'll find her. The king's approach is not that far out.
Okay, understood. Name? Yours is?
I have been naughty. And he smiles widely again and takes a bow. And as he does, you can see he begins to disappear, starting from his feet. And it goes up to his chest and then up to his head. And you'll see, the last thing you will see of him is his one big glowing green eye as he
While this
disappears.
is going on, DM, can I quickly run to him and then I was gonna try to steal something from him. I guess
Oh.
not.
No, you can try that. Sure, absolutely. Absolutely, you have a chance to.
Yeah.
Make a sleight
I'll-
of hand check.
Sure. As he's going away. Let's see.
What are you trying
do I
to?
still have the guidance?
No, you don't. You've already used it. What are you trying to steal specifically?
Whichever the 4 that I can get my hands on.
Whichever the 4? Okay.
Wait.
All right, that'll lower
Yeah.
the DC a little bit.
Does Commodore notice what he's doing?
I'll say he's acting fairly quickly. If you want to try to intervene, make your own dexterity check.
No, I'm just going to give him guidance.
Oh, yeah, make a dexterity check to see if you can slap guidance on him beforehand. And then go ahead and roll your sleight of hand there, Razor.
Sure. That's an 18.
I'll say that's good enough for a guidance, sure. So roll a d4 on top of that. $21. Okay.
21.
Alrighty, let's see. Let's see if he's got the wherewithal. He's gonna have to roll. He's gonna have to crit, actually, for you not to take something. He does not crit.
He did not.
He jumps back, not realizing that you've taken something from him. Go ahead and roll a d4 for me, please, to figure out which item you took. And as he jumps back, he immediately disappears. And then you kind of hear a voice say, "Well, I'm glad our business is concluded. You'll never see me again." Clap, clap, slap, 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 slap,
Bye.
slap. You can hear some steps.
Which one did I get?
You got do. Let's see.
I'm hoping it's the ring.
Actually, yes, it is the ring that you got back.
Cool. And then I'll give it back to Lucky and
All right.
tell her, "Hey, listen, I only got one, but thank you for your sacrifice."
You do love me.
Yeah, well, you're a good cat, and then I'll pat the head of Lucky.
Thanks.
Seems we have all the information needed. It's time for us to go.
Well played.
Oh.
You gonna get your trap back?
Honestly, I don't know how to disarm it, so I'll probably just leave it there.
Okay, you leave it there. Good to know.
Fair enough.
Commodore, as you exit the room, you will notice with your massive 26 passive perception that there is a snake hiding in that green patch up ahead, trying to blend in.
I point and I say we got a visitor.
What do you say?
Over there. I point and I say we have a visitor. And I'm gonna pull out my javelin. I'm gonna chuck it.
Okay, make an attack roll.
The spear.
I was gonna say maybe the ring would help, but I guess it's too late.
Too late. Oops.
That hits. Roll damage. You watch as Commodore just throws a javelin into this corner, and there is a hiss, and the snake is dead, impaled on the javelin.
Hey, bring that over here so we can add it to our soup.
And
I was gonna
go,
say, yeah, Lucky, go ahead. There's like meat.
Yeah, Lucky takes the snake and shoves it
grab-
in her bag.
grab the snake and grab my spear and I come back and give it to her. There you go. It's a gift.
Yeah, perfect. This is really great gifts. I got a ring, got more snakes.
As
got
you
a big
approach
suit.
this corner, Razor, you will see that there are doors here, here, and here.
Hey, Commodore. Let's try your deductive reasoning skills again. Do you still have that coin?
Yeah, all right. So odd is up, even's down. Looks like we're going up.
Okay. Can I try if it's locked?
It is not locked.
All right, might
Okay,
wanna-
you guys open it.
Anybody want to check for any traps? It's not my forte.
I can check. Oceana approached the door, and just like she did with the double door beforehand, she would try to investigate to see if she can notice any sort of traps alongside it.
Make an investigation check. As you begin to kind of poke around this door, you will all see that this snake begins to flee.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
Well,
You do not think that this door is trapped, Oceana.
Feeling sure that it's entrapped, the barbarian opens the door and takes a step inside.
As you do, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Danger sense?
Yes, you have advantage.
Alright then.
You succeed, and you only suffer 4 points of piercing damage as some caltrops fall on your head.
Alright. The barbarian passes through, and as soon as she feels her intuition tells her something's wrong, she takes a quick step back, reducing the damage she takes as the caltrops only hit a bit of her arm. You land dwellers really enjoy putting things behind these doors.
I guess we'll start to assume that every door is trapped now.
Don't worry, it's fine. I can handle these. GM, is this bigger rubble or something of the like, or is it passable?
Yes, it just looks to be just a pile of rubble. You can see that there are remnants of furniture underneath.
But it's passable or no?
No, not really.
Okay, just me sure. Can I roll a perception to see if I hear anything? So, sorry, not perception. Investigate, see if I notice anything eye-catching in the
Sure.
rubble.
Sure.
Never know. You never know.
Oof.
You take your hands and you begin to sift through the rubble, kind of knocking things over and just making sure that there's nothing valuable in here. And you do not find anything. You think that this is completely devoid of anything useful to you.
And there's nothing. Cheryl comes back satisfied. Nothing there, and that's right. Though we shouldn't waste too much time.
Commodore, as you sit here in the corner, just kind of being alert because you saw the snake pass by, you hear something larger moving around in the hallway beyond the space ahead. And it sounds odd. Almost like a marimba, but being dragged across some tiles.
it's coming or going.
It seems to you can't really tell that, but you know that it's beyond this section of the wall here. You don't know how close.
Y'all hear that? Definitely something much larger than a small snake.
Do we hear that?
You do now.
Okay.
Or I'll say that you
Um,
do, but the other two do not, because they're far away from there.
Oceana nods while drawing her shield. Before she takes a first, she'd like to ask Commodore. Commodore, you seem smart. What is Wraith?
Rafe?
Yes, the naughty there mentioned the king is Wraith. What is Wraith?
Rafe is very powerful undead. You said King Rafe. Kind of like necromancer, like a dead necromancer almost.
Mm.
Is that correct?
If you would like, you can make either a religion check or an arcana check. Your choice.
Can I give myself guidance?
No,
I grab my
not
no,
for this.
not for this. Oh, damn.
Okay. With the 10, you're a cleric, so you understand how undead kind of work. A wraith does come standard with the ability to subjugate the souls of living creatures it kills. This wraith, however, if you believe the Nothic, has the ability to subjugate any soul killed in this realm, no matter what kills it.
Gotcha.
And from what you've seen so far, that's a lot.
I relay that. Basically, anything dead he controls that dies in this realm.
So, you want to mention any weakness of these type of things?
Did I gain any weakness? For that 10?
Considering this is like a special kind of wraith, you're not sure if what you know about weaknesses and resistances would even apply here.
Gotcha.
Right then.
I just kind of say radiant, maybe.
In that case, before we head, we should look for more stuff. What's
Yeah,
behind it?
DM, with my 18 wisdom, can I like create a pattern for where the traps are and then check if this one has a trap?
So you kind of want to see if you can perceive there being a trap on this door?
Right, with all the traps that we've seen so far.
I'll let you decide whether or not you think this door is trapped on your own. If you want to actually perceive a potential trap, like your character can physically see it or detect it, that's going to be a whole different matter altogether.
Right. So I'm gonna talk to Oceana and tell her, hey Oceana, can you give me a boost?
Yes, of course. Then shall we just pick him up and just hold him in front of the door to give him a boost?
Make a perception
Right.
check.
And then yeah, I'm gonna check the top of the door.
Check the gap. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Only because the room is backlit from a hole in the ceiling, providing you some kind of light. You do see that there is a shadow being cast by a string that is holding something above the door. Should it be opened, it will release some kind of payload. What that is, you're not sure.
Gotcha. Can I try and cut that rope from where I am?
Sure, make a sleight of hand check.
Oh my god.
With a 14, you just barely manage to get one of your darts into the door frame, into the gap, and you hear a satisfying pink as the line breaks, and a vial smashes on the ground on the other side of the door. And you can all hear a faint hissing noise and smell a bit of sulfur for a moment.
Do I hear any commotion after that?
You do not.
Yeah, Oceana, I think it's safe now.
Michelle gently puts Razor down and we will open the door.
As you do, you are immediately greeted by the sight of a massive suit of armor on the south side, as well as a massive pile of rubble in the center of the room.
As usual, Oceana enters the room and will try to stay quiet to hear if she can hear any sound of creature or the like, especially since we're dealing with small things like snakes.
You move off to the side and you kind of crouch down to get your eyes adjusted to any kind of movement that might be going on. There is nothing in here that is moving at all. It seems rather still.
I know I saw Nax briefly when I entered. Yeah, there you go. I can see it. What's this?
Yes. As you begin to investigate the rubble pile, you can see that there is a weapon leaned up against the pile. Not like as if it was placed there, but it like fell on top of it.
Does the ceiling have any sort of the misty goo?
It does not.
How big is the pile?
It's pretty sizable, but you can access the axe if you step around the other side.
Okay. Luciana would look at Raisendard and says, "Me see X." Oh,
Sorry, it's
Wait,
there. I
see,
just had to
no,
take it off the pile because you wouldn't be able to grab it otherwise.
okay.
right.
Me see X.
I'm gonna stop Oceana for a bit, and I'm gonna walk towards the armor. Now with the attunement that I have with Key, can I sense any life force from this armor?
Make a survival check. Are you proficient in survival?
All right, cool.
You are. You are.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Fantastic. That's what I was hoping.
Oh my god, that was a bad roll.
Oceana, you watch Razor just kind of walk up and put a hand on this armored suit, this massive, like, statuesque thing, and you see him close his eyes for a moment, and nothing happens. Razor, you don't feel anything coming from the suit armor.
Okay, I think we're safe. I think I can get the axe now.
Oh, me still finds it very strange, but fine. Can you tell others about the stuff here that you found?
Sure. I'll go out
And
and then just tell them what we saw.
before fully grabbing the axe, Oceana will do a small lap around the boulder just because last time that was how UNT was hidden behind one of the rocks.
Right.
And only after seeing something, she would start going up the pile to grab the axe.
Good, good. Let the paranoia flow through you.
Yeah.
You should be able to
That's-
interact with the pile and pick it up.
You, nice. Battle axe +1.
As you pick it up, you can see that this is a very, very well made axe. It is a master craftwork item, so it is a +1 weapon.
Yeah, we can see. That's quite nice.
Damn.
Nothing happened?
Nothing happens.
Also, what's the quality of these armors, by the way?
What's the what?
The quality, like, are they plate? Are they chain?
What's interesting is you're looking at this armor, and it appears to be mostly spotless. Like, you don't see any rust in large patches. It's as if the metal is resisting corrosion, but eventually it will succumb, it looks like.
Just to be sure, by the way, to the others, Commodore uses armor, correct?
Oh, this is massively oversized. he would have to sit in the chest and command it like Voltron.
What about this weapon here? This weapon that's carving, does it look good still?
As you begin to inspect it closer, you will see that this is actually all one thing, as if the weapons for this armor are kind of like welded onto it. You can't imagine, and then you look at the joints, and the joints are also welded together. You don't imagine this thing ever moving ever.
Must be commemorative then. Peculiar. Keep it in my mind. And after this, he would start moving to leave. What weapon does Commodore use by any chance, by the way?
Warhammer.
In this case, Oceana would leave and she would be carrying the battle axe and look at you. Ah, Commodore, me found this. You want?
Is it two-handed or single-handed?
Single-handed. It's a battle axe.
Nah, this shield keeps me alive. It's yours. If you
It's
want.
one-handed, so you can use a shield with it.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
There you go. How do I give it that to someone?
You should just be able to right-click on the item in your inventory, and
Oh wait, I need to get close to you.
yeah, you got to get closer to him first.
Character 2. Wait, why can't I give you?
I might have to do that on my end.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
There you
Oh,
go. I
okay.
think I need to see.
You got to select him first. Awesome.
I think so. Let's see. Oh no, I just need to type your name. I'm dumb.
While you're doing that, Razor, how are you approaching this door?
I'm gonna call Oceana and then tell her, "Hey, Oceana, I need your help here."
I before I do, I need your character's name off my map. Apparently, it's not showing here. Give me item player characters.
It
I can see Marquise, Lack of Draw.
Commodore, KUMADOR.
Yeah, I can see Commodore. That's the
It
thing.
should be just below Kyo, if you can see that.
So it goes Kyo, Bazo, Manastorm, Elaran, Valfin.
Huh. Weird.
You don't seem to exist.
I got it. I gave it to it. Yeah. There we go.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm trying to delete
Ooh.
it.
I don't know why it wasn't on the list, but I can see it, but I guess you can't for some reason. That's weird.
Weird. Maybe it's because I also the Tyranny game.
Maybe. Or it might be the
That,
permissions list. I'll look at it later. Anyway,
After
Razor, you will see that there is no light behind the door here. So you don't think the same trick will work here.
I have dark vision, don't I?
You do.
Yeah.
Still doesn't
does,
work.
Does that help at all?
It does not.
All right, cool. Can I try to? Is this a wooden door, like a metal door?
It is a metal door.
Oh my god. Is it locked?
It is not locked.
Okay. I think I can take the dex. Hopefully.
you sure?
But yeah, I'll open the door, and then I'll go inside.
Okay. You open the door and step inside, and as you do, I need you to make a dex saving throw, please.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting that.
Good, as you should.
There you go. I rolled a 21.
Okay. You managed to roll high enough to negate all damage.
All right, cool.
So I'm not even going to bother to roll. Oceana,
And then
if you watch
I'm gonna
Razor
call
go
everyone.
in, you will see him just very quickly dodge to the left, and the bundle, which just kind of bumps off of his shirt, just kind of crashes to the ground and deals no damage to him. This is a fast
then
mofo.
I'm gonna peek outside and then look at Oceana and then say, "Did you see that?" And then go inside again.
Miss indeed. Lucky, come.
Immediately, you are greeted by a couple piles of rubble, and then you can see over the tops of them a chest.
Chest. Is this locked by any chance?
You don't know.
Can I? Oh my god! I'm getting flashbacks.
Oh wait, he's learning.
I'm getting flashbacks, but I think the Razor would still try and open it. You know,
Okay.
he's not that smart.
As your fingers meet the bottom of this chest where the lid is, you lift up, and it actually comes up without issue. You can look inside by double clicking on the chest.
All right.
Inside, you will see 3 items: 1 spell scroll and 2 torches.
I'm going to. Does anyone want the scroll? What does the scroll do again?
It is a item that you can use to cast the spell that is written on it. Anybody can use it. I don't really like the rule where you have to be a spellcaster to use it. I think that's dumb.
But
I think-
do I know what spell it casts?
You will after you pick it up.
Okay, cool. I'll take it. Oh, that's cool. Haste.
Yes.
Then 2 torches. Does anyone need torches?
I can use those.
Yeah, I can see 2 torches here.
I grab one, but the right is. Anyone wants the other one? Lucky.
I have.
I mean, I
have
don't
torches,
need
I'm
it.
Okay.
Am I done? More things for the soup.
Do we see anything else here? No.
No, pretty sparse otherwise.
Then
All right, cool.
let us continue.
Commodore, you can hear that sound beginning to get closer now.
Guys, something's coming down this hallway. Either we hold here or push through real quick.
We must move fast. The spawn is waiting. It could be lost to us if we wait too long. I say we move.
And then you see it, Oceana.
Since
You see
go ahead, sorry.
a skeletal snake racing around on the tiled ground, and on top of it is a skeletal figure with some kind of strange bladed like throwing weapon, for lack of a better term. It's basically a giant not katana, but kunai that he's just carrying on his back as he is rolling around on top of this bone naga. And he sees you. And now I need everybody to roll initiative.
Let us go.
And then while we're rolling initiative, Razor's gonna say, "Great, it's just a fusion of everything that we've fought before."
Listen here, you upstart player, you.
Ah,
The
so I
DM.
see uplanders also have bone wheels. So then we
Oh,
will
that's a
be
really good
adamant.
roll. That's a really good roll. I like that.
I rolled bad.
Let us kick the butt of the skeleton, folks.
Okay, I need to do something real quick to make my life a little bit easier. Okay,
My life.
that will make this easier. Okay. We are at the top of the round. Razor, you see that this duo, this fantastic bone duo, now sees you. What do you do?
Is it flying?
It is not. The Skeleman up here, he is about 10 feet off the ground because he's standing on top of the bone naga.
Gotcha. All right, cool. And they're two separate entities, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna run straight here. I'm gonna jump up and try to kick that skeleton off the thingy. I'm just gonna push. I can
Okay.
do that, right? Push.
Yeah.
An arm strike.
Oh, you're trying to hit the
is
Skeleman?
Yep.
Oh, he's a little bit out of your reach. He's 10 feet up.
Okay.
He's 10 feet up.
Gotcha.
Here, this
Okay,
this
cool.
might make it easier
fine.
to see. Here, I'll just there we go.
There we go. I'll just hit the lower skeleton snake then.
Okay. So you'll attack the bone naga.
Yep, with my quarterstaff. Oh no! I forgot. Target. Yeah, don't forget it. I'm learning. I know. There we go. That works.
Now roll.
Attack. Oh my god, that was almost a 16. Does it hit?
Unfortunately, it misses.
All right, that's fine. I'm gonna do that again.
Okay.
Extra attack. Come on.
Man,
Exact
that's
same
rough,
roll.
dude. But you can use your bonus unarmed attack if you want to.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, bonus unarmed
Mm-hmm.
or attack. Attack.
Three eights in a
It's
row?
the exact same roll. What
Holy
the heck?
dude.
What's happening?
That's so 2 in a row is a 1 in 400 chance. That's super rare to get all 3 at the same. That's crazy, dude.
That is crazy. And then I'm going to run because I've used like 30. No, 40 feet.
Yep.
I still have like 25.
I forget. Do you have
I'm gonna run
mobile?
towards here. Yes.
Okay. Okay. They were both going to swing on you otherwise.
Right. I have mobile. Yeah. That's why I wanted to move here, right here.
The bone claw actually, I think, gets to attack you because you didn't attack him. So, or does
Oh
it,
yeah, that makes sense.
or does it apply to any time you make an attack? Sorry. let
No,
me just-
only for creatures that I attack.
Okay, great. In that case, yeah, he is going to use his 10 feet of reach to take a swing at you with his large weapon. Come back here so my creature can attack you.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, I think he misses. Yeah, just
That
barely.
missed. Yeah.
So you can run away now, unscathed.
All right. So this was this it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's it.
And I end my turn.
All right. Do. Luck.
3 8s.
Well, first of all, I can't see shit.
No, you cannot.
So let's move to see what everybody else is seeing.
And now you see it. Congratulations.
I don't see.
Congrats.
How can I move the map a little bit where I can see?
You can right click and drag, I believe.
Oh, yes, that worked. Oh, I see. Ew. He's like,
Ew.
see, Lucky like comes
That
out,
makes for a good soup.
and then Lucky's like, ew. You're right. Okay, I am going to. Hmm. Yeah, I think this guy's gonna be a. Can I tell when I come around the corner who's gonna be a problem and who's maybe not?
It's
as
all
big of a
problematic
problem?
here.
It's all problematic. Okay, I'm gonna attack this thing just because I don't. I'm like, I come around the corner. I'm like, I don't like that. And I'm going to do. I'm gonna do a dissonant whispers. So let's see. I'll display it. Did I display it in the chat?
What's up?
Did it display for you?
I did not.
Actually, I take it back. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to start with. I don't know what this thing does yet.
Starry Wisp.
Okay. Are you?
It's in the chat to roll the thing. There we go.
Does that hit?
It did hit. Roll damage on the Naga. Very good.
Great.
6
And
points of
then
damage.
I got all my inspirations back, and so I'll look at Oceana and say, I think this is more your style, and I will inspire you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Oceana is inspired. It's going to be Luck's turn. Commodore.
Commodore is gonna move up here, and I'm gonna cast bless on everyone but myself.
Very cool.
And wait a minute, standard roll, cast bless. Apply effects. And since that's concentration, he's gonna hold back this round.
Okay.
Stay where he's
Next
That's it.
is the skeletal creature's turn. Bone Claw is ready. If I can select him. Oh no. Crap. I thought I turned off the thing. Okay. So that should be fixed. So now. So one of the modules I'm using, I think, is kind of fucking up right now. So hold on for me for just a second. Sorry.
Take your time.
This attacher. Okay. No, never mind. It was working fine. It was me that was having the issue. Okay, we're good. This creature is going to. I don't know what that was. What the heck was that?
Oh,
Bardic
that
Inspiration.
A
was
bardic?
me inspiring Oceana. It just took me forever to figure it out.
That was cool. Okay.
Yeah, I figured it out.
The Bone Claw is going to use. It's going to, while it is sitting in the shadow, it will briefly turn invisible. And then it will reappear here in front of this group here. And I need everybody to please make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Let us go. I think something is off.
Why is that?
I think it's automatically rolling for the Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is the bless.
It's the bless, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
the
the bless.
blast.
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh, a
You can
crit
read
over
the Bardic
there.
Inspiration.
Ooh.
Nat 20?
Goodness.
Razor, unfortunately, you're the only one who fails, so you will be suffering all of this damage. So you're going to be taking all of that, which is 10. And then the rest of these people are going to be taking half.
What type of damage it's, by the way?
Necrotic damage.
Alright, good to know.
You watch as it poofs and then re-poofs, and as it does, this wave of necrotic energy just sweeps across all of you.
Dude, you gotta take a bath.
It just kind of turns in your direction. Oh no, bless drops. Ooh,
Oh no!
that
That's
sucks.
so sad.
Unfortunate.
Um,
Wait, did you roll the save to keep?
the
Yeah.
concentration he did, yeah.
And
The
you,
the bone claw just kind of chatters in your direction, and that's going to be his turn. The bone naga is next. It is going to slither here and turn in the direction of Luck and Oceana, and then is going to cast a spell. It is going to cast Lightning Bolt.
oh, interesting.
And I need both of you to please make dexterity saving throws.
I'm just checking one thing.
That's such a cool effect.
I imagine Danger Sense procs for this.
It does,
then,
yes,
so I-
absolutely.
All right then.
You both succeed, and you will only take half of 27 damage.
Oh,
27?
oh my god.
All right.
And that's
There
going to
we
be the
go
Bone Naga's
again.
turn. Oceana, is now your turn.
All right. All right. It's time for us to play. Seeing this situation, Oceana, she clearly feels very frustrated for everything that's going on. From the first the creature going invisible and suddenly reappearing, to this lightning spell coming out of nowhere. She gets so enraged that she enters rage.
Nice.
In specific,
Oh, first rage.
exactly. As she enters rage, all of you'll be able to see her hands changing shape into that of a crab's claw at that same moment. As she activates forms of the beast's claw. And at that same moment, she's going to move closer to this one and she's going to attack it. Just one moment. There you go. This will be main attacks.
Nice.
I'm also targeting myself. One moment. How can I cancel a roll?
There you go.
First attack. I'm going reckless, so advantage.
Okay. That's gonna hit. Roll damage.
Alright, first damage.
Nice. 4 damage.
Because I use Form of the Best of the Claw attack, as I attack once per turn, I get a second extra attack. So that's that one right now. Doesn't count for the full things. Still
That
reckless.
hits. Rolls damage.
Alright, there we go.
Very nice.
Just to have an idea, it's looking fine still, correct?
Yes, very much so.
Okie dokie, then with my last action, instead of attacking, I will attempt a grapple check on it.
Okay.
Because of rage, I normally have advantage on strength checks. Would that, because of we're doing the thing that they have to do a roll, would that be a disadvantage for him?
I'll say that you have a bonus to the DC. I'll give you a +3 to the DC. Whatever it
No, but
normally
he
is.
has to roll the DC.
He has to roll to try to get out of it, or to keep you from grappling him. So he'll have a harder time because you have advantage.
Okay. There we go then.
So he's going to do a strength. Normal. He fails. He's grappled.
Alright, and as he's grappled, let me think, what will I do? But when I hit it, did it seem to do anything to this creature at the same time?
Nope, didn't seem like it.
Okay, then. Perfect. In that case, let me see if I do anything else. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Bonus action for rage, so yes, I can do anything else. Indeed, that's the end of my turn.
Razor. Top of the round, you see that Oceana has this creature trapped in a crab claw, and it is struggling to get out. And then you also just watch this bone naga discharge a lightning bolt at 2 of your friends.
Jeez, that was intense. And then I'm gonna walk here, and let me know if I can do this here. But I'm gonna try and shove this creature, an arm strike.
If you do shove him, you'll take him out of Oceana's grapple.
I think he wants to shove to go
Is that how it works?
Yes.
I think he wants to shove to go prone, to be precise.
But if you do knock him prone, that's
to go
different.
Prone, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's different then.
Yeah.
So do an unarmed
cool,
attack.
cool.
He will have disadvantage on the dex save or whatever it is to not be knocked prone.
Oops, I forgot it again.
No, you're good. You're good. Don't worry about it.
Good.
So this guy needs to make a dex save at disadvantage because he is grappled.
I'm injured.
He fails, I believe. No, he still succeeds because it's an 11 DC. So he is not knocked prone. That's one of your attacks.
All right, cool.
You have one more?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing again.
Okay. Just select him this time. That's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Oh my god.
He
Wrong with me
will
today.
he will have disadvantage on this again.
Come on, dude.
He just makes it, unfortunately.
All right, fine. I'll leave him be, and then I'll go towards here, and then flurry of blows for 2 unarmed strikes.
Very nice.
Interesting. Yeah, just to be sure. It had proficiency in one saving throw and the other didn't.
Yeah, I know. I clicked the wrong thing. He would have succeeded on that first one anyway.
No, if it didn't have proficiency, it wouldn't. The first one.
What did he roll on that first one? Oh, I
It's
see. You're
13.
right. You're right. Oh, actually, he is knocked prone. I'm sorry. Let me redo that. You did knock him prone on that
Oh,
first
is
one.
he?
Yeah, he is.
All right, cool.
He is knocked prone. So you still have your one attack left.
Oh, okay, gotcha. And then so I have advantage on the attack, right?
You do if you attack him with your yeah.
Yeah, and this is the extra attack, just to confirm.
Yes. Make sure you
Okay,
unselect the
cool.
bone naga.
Yeah. I kind of figured that out. One sec.
I'll click. There you go.
My
Perfect.
keyboard's like up. Anyway, there we go. Attack with advantage.
That will hit. Roll damage.
All right, cool. Damage. Normal. That's a 7.
Hold
then-
on just a second for me. Sorry. He has something that he should be doing. Why does he
Oh,
have
cool.
resistance? I'm sorry, hold on. I just noticed that he has resistances to stuff. Oh, that's why. Yeah, I don't know why he has that. That's so weird. Okay. Okay, so this is actually going to be double damage, or sorry. Okay, okay, great. Okay, 7 damage, cool.
All right. And then flurry of blows.
Nice, with advantage. This is wonderful.
Yeah. I know that it's under features.
Don't forget that you can do a bonus action attack with your unarmed strike without having to use flurry of blows.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Yes.
flurry of blows lets you
cool.
do 2 unarmed strikes with your bonus action. Without it, you can just do 1.
Right. So I'll do that. Sure.
Yep.
I'll use this. And then I'll just do 2 unarmed strikes, right?
Yes. Yeah. With advantage.
Oops, sorry. No. How do I take it back?
He's double grappled.
It's I know. It's scrolled up. I didn't mean to.
It's okay.
Let me just do it again, I guess.
Yeah, that's fine.
There we go. All right. Advantage.
That hits, roll damage.
Can I roll the attack to again? Or yeah.
Yeah, roll damage and then do it again, yeah. Unfortunately, it's just the way
Really?
Foundry
Go
has
on.
to work. Hey, damage is damage.
And then again. I keep clicking that because it keeps scrolling up.
Yeah.
Man, come on.
That's gonna hit. Roll damage.
There we go. All right, cool.
Very nice.
All right.
Damn, that was a
much
good
it.
turn. Lots of damage there.
Lots of grapples.
Yeah.
And my turn.
Luck.
Guys, as it getting pummeled by Razor, does it seem to take more damage from Razor's bludgeoning than from my class slashing?
No, I realized I went back and fixed the resistances, so all of your damage is now caught up to what it should be on him.
Okay. Gotcha.
Luck. You are padding out the electricity that is still in your fur. What do you do?
Is it a check to break this lightning?
No, you're fine. I'm sorry. That's just fluff.
Oh, good.
That's just narrative fluff.
You guys see like you see like blood like coming out of Lucky's mouth, like he's like, "Oh, guys, I don't think I feel very good at all. So I'm gonna heal myself." I'm gonna cure wounds myself.
Ooh, pretty good roll too.
Do you
Mhm.
add that?
Yeah, I got it. I got you.
Okay, perfect. And then I'm gonna say, let's see. Okay, I feel so much better. And then I look at the skeleton guy and I'm like, I'll be back 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and I'll hide. Can I hide behind this wall here?
Yeah, sure. You can gain cover. Absolutely.
Okay. And then I'll end my turn.
All right, Commodore.
Gonna step up. Give this guy a swing with his cool new battle axe.
Hell yeah.
With that at advantage, right?
Yep, with advantage because he's prone.
All right, damage. Then you just want to rush over for the 5, 10, 15, 20, right here. I think that's as far as I can get.
Okay. Is that gonna be it?
That's it.
All right. On the Bone Claw's turn, you will see that it is looking at these two fighters that have him surrounded. He's being pummeled while he's on the ground, and you see him. Even though he is not restrained, he gets his hands together and he does some kind of strange sign with his hands. And as he does, he disappears, and the Naga disappears.
Does Oceana suffuse the contact with the creature or not?
She
Because
does.
she was grappling it.
She does
Okay.
lose contact with the creature, and then they both reappear, but now they have switched spots.
Alright.
Good lord, Ollie, I have to get rid of all
Yeah,
these
there's.
things. Jeez.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to.
It's fine. Effects. End. Okay. And then you will see the Bone Claw retreat. He's not 10 feet in the air anymore. He will retreat 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And
It's
that
a
will
one fast bone man.
that will be his turn. The Naga's turn is now. The Naga is going to Ooh, is it going to do this? Is it going to be this mean?
I don't like the sound of that.
Let's see. Razor. You were punching a lot, and it doesn't like this many attacks that you can do. So I need you to please make a wisdom saving throw against being cursed.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Oh my god.
You barely
Is
succeed.
that save?
You did you
All
did
right,
succeed. You feel the strength being ripped out of your muscles for a moment. You feel like you would have had a hard time hitting this Naga for a while, but you shrug it off, shaking your head, resisting the effect. And the Bone Naga is just going to sit there. It is now Oceana's turn.
Alright.
Level of Genjutsu will not work on me.
Apparently not.
Just to be sure of one thing, this creature is large, correct?
Yes, it is 2 size categories larger than you.
It's just bones, right?
Technically,
Hmm.
or it's 1 size category larger.
Yes, I can. Alright. Let's try something then. Oceana is still very, very angry. Is first going to do an attack action to try to grapple this creature.
Okay. Here we go again.
As she's still raging, she still does have advantage on this check.
Um,
My
y-
apologies.
there will be disadvantage. There will be a penalty to the bone naga on the saving throw. So the bone naga is going to make a strength save with a penalty. So we'll call it a -3. Normal. Ooh, not good. Yeah, that fails. So this creature is now
Alright.
grappled.
Oh, but not ending. As per my ability, whenever I do one attack action with a claw, and the claw is an armed strike for this, I can do another strike for free. So it gets hit for claw attack right now for free at the moment.
Okay.
I am raging and I will reckless, so advantage for myself.
Very well. That hits. Roll damage.
All right.
Nice, Max.
Okay.
Uh,
Oceana, however, is not done. She still has her extra attack, and she knows what she wants to do. Would Razor let Oceana pass by his square?
it's moving through an
Yeah,
allied
sure.
space, so you'll be fine.
Okay, yeah, okay. So, as the creature is grappled, Oceana is going to drag it. She can
Okay.
only move at half movement, so she moves to here, dragging the creature. And as she gets to here, and as she is proficient with improvised weapon, she's going to use the large skeleton naga to throw it at the creature here as an improvised weapon throw.
Okay, what's the range here? 45 feet. Most improvised weapons. What's the
20 and 60, so it would be long range.
So be disadvantage.
But as I am raging and I am using reckless attack,
It'd
it
be just straight
becomes
roll.
normal.
Okay.
As
Very
straight
well.
roll.
Very well. Let's see how it goes.
I don't know how much damage it would be, but 1 second, did I select? I did. Okay. Select. Fuck.
Oh no.
Wait. I do have one. I do have one inspiration from last session. I'm going to use it.
Okay.
It's a
Reroll
good
it.
moment to use inspiration.
I told you you'll never be able to save enough.
No, I'm not using keys. I'm using a
Oh,
scan.
okay. All right. Okay. You managed to chuck this bone naga at the bone claw. Go ahead and roll. Let's call it 3d6,
3d6
and then and then add your strength modifier to that, which will be
and
plus
ratio,
plus
right?
th- plus yeah, and your rage as well. Yeah. So +3 plus
3d6.
rage.
All right. Fucking hell, really, game?
So 12 damage to the bone claw.
So important question. Lucky, are you the type of bard that lets add bard inspiration to damage or not? I think it's Valor Bard.
I am not. I am a college of lore.
Correct.
So I think you can only use on saving throws, attack rolls,
And ability checks.
ability
And
check.
And now that I'm not burdened by the big skeleton thing, I use the rest of my movement to get closer.
Okay. Razor, you just watched your friend chuck this bone naga at another bone creature. You hear the smashing of bones together. What do you do?
That's so awesome. And then Razor's gonna run towards here. I just want to clarify my stunning strike. Because it doesn't say that I can only do it once per turn. Is that true?
Yes, once per turn.
Can I only do it once per turn?
Yes, once per turn.
Because it doesn't say it here. But anyway.
Oh, I'm
so
sorry.
This one is
I'm sorry. It's like one. You can only use it on a creature once per turn. No, actually, that's not true. Yeah, you can use as for as many key points as you have. Go nuts. Sure.
Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna attack this guy right here.
Mhm.
The big one. Big one.
The
I'm
bone
gonna
naga.
target. Yeah.
Yeah, you can
That
use it as many
guy.
times as you got key points.
Is it still grappled or
No, it is
prone
not.
or
It's
whatever?
not still grappled. I
Not-
need to take that off.
Is it prone though? Because it got
No,
yeeted
it's not prone.
towards here. No.
It's a snake.
Okay. Okay. All right. Cool. 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 Cool.
That will hit.
Does
Roll
that hit?
damage.
All right. Cool. Roll damage. Normal hit and then stunning strike. Right.
Yeah, so it needs to make a con save.
Let
Con
me do that
save.
here.
Normal.
That
Ooh, it fails. So it is stunned.
that guy is stunned until the end of my next turn.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna go here,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna do the exact same thing. Go target.
On that guy.
That hit.
It's gonna miss.
All right, cool. That's perfectly fine. What I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna do. Let me just take care of the key point real quick.
Oh, you don't spend the key point if you don't succeed, I don't think.
Oh yeah, because I didn't
Yeah,
succeed.
yeah.
All right, cool.
Because you didn't
What I'm gonna
hit.
do
You didn't
instead
hit.
is right. I forgot that I could do this with the 2014. Well, the way of the open hand.
Mhm.
I can flurry of blows and then prone him, right?
You could. Okay, so you gain 2 more attacks. So you could flurry of blows, and you could spend both of those trying to prone him if you wanted to, or one proning him and then whatever you want to do. So yeah.
Right. All right, cool. I'll do that. This guy. Usability. And then unarmed strikes.
You gain
I'm
2.
gonna do the damage on the first one first.
If you hit.
If I hit, yeah.
That's gonna miss. Unfortunate. Oh, it does hit. It does hit.
Right, fine.
It does
Does
hit.
it
Yeah,
hit? All right,
it
cool.
does hit.
I'll roll damage.
Okay, yeah, you rolled a 5. Okay, yeah. Ooh, minimum damage, but still damage.
Never mind. I'm just gonna do damage for both of them.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Oh my god.
That's gonna miss, unfortunately. Man, rough.
Right. I'm going to walk back. Where was I from? I was from here, I guess.
Yes.
Moved
So
here, 35, 5. No, I used up all my movement.
you did.
I'll stay here.
Okay.
Yeah, end my turn.
Lucky. Feeling yourself calm down slightly, you push up against the wall, feeling your heart rate returning to somewhat normal rhythm. What do you do?
I say, oh yeah, I feel better. And I slide to and come. I guess that's gonna make me go this way. And I move here. And what do I see? How injured are these two?
I'll say that you see that Commodore is fine, Oceana is technically more hurt, and Razor is better than both of them.
Okay.
I do want to add that while Oceana does have clear wounds, she very much not caring about them at all.
Okay. And how hurt are the creatures?
Not really sure. They've taken some hits
Not
though. You
really.
can see that the bone naga is specifically rattled, and the bone boy you can't really see because he's behind the bone naga.
Okay. Well, I think I will. Hmm, yeah, I think I'm gonna do the same thing I did to the last skeleton creature we fought, and I'm gonna cast slow.
Very cool.
The good thing is I can target. I can alter 6. I can target both
Oh
of
yeah,
them.
you could target both
So
of
I'm gonna
them.
target
That's
both
cool.
of them. Do I push T on both of them, or will you do the save and all that?
I'll select both of them and then do the saves manually. Unless there's a template, in which case you can just overlay on both of them.
Okay. I displayed it in chat, so looks like you are going to have to make a
Wisdom save.
wisdom saving throw.
Is there a button in the chat for you? Like on the underneath slow?
You know, it says standard roll, but I don't roll anything, so that's why I was confused on the standard roll.
Let me just take a look at something here real quick. Slow.
Yeah, I think if you click the standard roll, it pops up. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, there.
All right. Wisdom saving throw. Normal.
Oh.
Ooh.
Tough luck.
So the bone claw succeeds, but the naga fails. So it is now slowed. And stunned. Jeez, that guy's having a bad day.
And then I'll just stay where I'm at.
Okay, wonderful. Da, 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 da. All right, that's going to be Luck's turn. Commodore, you can see that the tide is turning in your favor. What do you do?
Rush in, target this guy, and give him a whack again. Well, it won't let me hit him. 5 feet away. Oh, I got this guy.
Yeah, you got the other guy selected too.
My bad.
All good.
Ooh.
That's going to
That
hit.
was almost a crit.
That hits. Roll damage. Nice damage.
And that's going to be one more over.
Okay. With that hit, you can see that the Naga is having a harder time staying together. You can see bits and pieces of bone beginning to fall off and crumble to dust.
Nice.
All right, and now is the Bone Claw's turn. The Bone Claw is going to look around and see that there is someone alone in this group, and is going to do a hand sign and disappear.
A gang sign.
A gang sign.
Do we recognize the sign?
And I need Lucky to please make a Constitution saving throw as a pulse of necrotic energy erupts out from the Bone Claw.
Leave me alone. You said a con save?
Uh-huh.
Why can't you do something I'm good at?
You succeed.
I'm doing great.
You succeed. And you will only suffer half of the damage.
No.
That I'm
Get
about
outta
to
here.
do. Da, 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 da.
I'm gonna
Right.
try.
Right. I believe it was 3d8.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Okay. So you only take half of 11.
Okay.
I inflict wounds.
And it is going to use the rest of its turn to.
Oh my gosh, I lost concentration on
Oh,
slow.
that sucks. Oh man, if only the dungeon master had thought about this. Oh wait.
Oh. Evil. You're evil. You took all my
The
hold
real
on. You took all of
BBEG.
my cool things away from me, and now you're bullying me in combat.
Well, you know,
Shame.
the bullying's not
Shame.
done, I'm afraid. The Bone Claw is going to use one of its last things it can do to attack you once.
Leave me alone.
23 will hit. So you're going
Yeah.
to you will suffer some damage. I don't think this damage is correct. So I'm just going to do this manually. Ooh, oh my god, I rolled max.
Oh my
Why
god.
do you hate
This-
me?
I never roll this
like
well. I'm
max on
so
both
sorry.
dice.
You guys hear like
Oh, whoops. Oops. I accidentally hurt myself for that with that for some reason.
probably also hear like hissing. Oh my God.
And that's going to be its turn. The Naga is now going to go. It is stunned.
The Nagas.
So I forget what exactly is the stun condition again?
You don't do anything.
Until the end of my turn.
Right.
Next turn.
I'm just trying to remember what the stun condition actually is.
You don't do anything pretty much. You can't move. You can't do actions.
Oh yeah, can't do anything.
That is really, really rough. Okay. It passes its turn then.
And also
Oceana.
any attack- All right. Oceana seeing Boneclaw hurting Lucky. She knows exactly what she's going to do. With her 40 feet of movement, the Triton moves to. Oh, God damn it! I always do this. The Triton moves towards the skeleton, going behind it and attacking it with her crab claw.
All right.
Reckless as also as
Nice.
usual. So advantage.
That hits. Roll damage. Max damage. Incredible.
All right.
It's barely
then
hanging
because-
on.
Because a claw attack, Oceana gets the free extra attack from it, from her transformation. So let's go again.
Mm-hmm.
As usual, rage. In the advantage.
20 hits. Roll damage.
All right.
Max damage again. How do you
She's
finish
really
off the
angry.
bone claw?
Hey.
Oceana is very, very angry about this creature trying to attack her friend Tabaxi. She moves towards it and says, "Get away from them!" And with her first attack, she rips apart the creature's shoulder, where that was used to do the piercing claw attack. And with her second claw, she breaks the skeleton's neck with a loud kick.
You just hear it fall apart, and it sounds like a marimba as it just clatters to the ground. And you see these cold, dead red eyes fixate on you for a moment, Oceana, before it expires permanently this time.
Right. Is the bone naga still standing?
Yes, very much so.
Oh, perfect then. Oceana grabs the body of the bone claw with one of her tentacles,
Okay.
holds it with her normal hand, and she's going to use it as an improvised projectile towards the bone
Okay.
naga. Didn't mean to do that. My
I know.
apologies. All right. As usual, it's
Right, so be
it's
straight.
long range improvise, but because it's become
Straight.
straight.
Yep. I'm onto your shenanigans now.
Hey, I'm a barbarian. Have to do shenanigans.
That's true. Let's go ahead and roll your rock throw.
If
That will
I'm going
miss.
to use my bardic inspiration.
Okay. It's a
It's
D8,
a
isn't it?
D8, right? Mike?
Yeah.
It's a D8.
Yeah, D8.
So a 13 becomes 19.
That hits. That hits. Roll damage.
But with the damage of the bone claw's body.
Let's see. That's going to be 1d8 plus your strength and rage modifier.
All right.
Ooh,
A bit
7.
weaker, but still damage.
7 points of damage. And as you do that, the corpse of the bone claw immediately shatters, unusable.
No.
And the
No,
bone
more
naga just kind of looks
please.
at you in its stupor, Oceana. That's gonna be your
And
turn.
no, wait, I don't have a bonus action.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
I'm going to do a bonus action to Healing Surge.
Healing surge. Okay.
Okay, my god. I regain. Come on, please, good roll. Nice, decent enough.
Middle of the road.
9
Nice.
points. Yeah, good
You-
enough for me.
All right. Did you add that, or you want me to do it?
I'm going to add that 1 second.
Great. Now it is Razor's turn. You can see that the bone naga is what's left. It is reeling from your stunning strike. What would you like to do?
All right. So stunning strike would give me advantage, right?
Yes.
If
Attacks
I'm
on
not
this
mistaken.
creature,
Yeah.
would have advantage.
Uh,
A crit.
oh my
Hey,
god!
hey.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Big soup, big soup.
Wow.
Oh my god!
Oh my god. Oh my
Wow.
god.
The bone naga is
Jeez.
barely holding on. You can see that more and more of the bones are crumbling into dust.
Right. Why don't we do that again? Uh,
Second attack.
advantage again.
That, I think, yep, that'll hit just exactly what you needed.
All right, and then normal hit for 6 damage.
How do you destroy the bone naga?
All right, cool. So Razor's gonna swing with his pole arm, and then just gonna leap over it to the other side right here. And then Razor's gonna say "batter up," and then just swings it off left field, and then just the skull of the creature just hits the wall to the right here.
You watch as Razor leaps over the bone naga, knocks it up into the air like a T-ball, and you can see the head just beginning to drop down as Razor takes up a batter stance and just does a perfect hip twist into a swing, and the bone naga explodes into bone shards against the wall,
No.
thus
Yes.
ending the encounter.
Hey, look, you have more bone for your soup.
But is it too fragmented? Is it too little?
Quiet.
How
Is it
bad
too
Shan-
did
small,
the break-
DM?
How bad did the bones break?
Pretty badly.
No.
And what's worse, you can see
we
that the
still make
bones,
soup?
and you can see that what is left over is quickly turning to ash.
Oh my gosh! Tell me if they weren't done like that, it would have made a good soup. Could I tell?
Yes, it would have been a delicious snake bone soup had these
You
have
just
been actual bones and not the product of necromancy.
no. You
Hey,
see,
look,
like,
maybe you can
well, he's
just
so
you
sad.
can still take the powder and then just make it so you can make the soup thicker or something. I don't know.
It's okay. Maybe we'll find some more stuff.
The king,
You know.
it's
Oh,
the king. It's brave. You, you. And she's taking a deep breath to calm down. The claw become her normal hand again as her rage ends. You can use the Wraith's body to soup. later.
Commodore, you notice out of the corner of your eye that you see a snake slither out the door to the north.
Oh, I was gonna try to spear him. Guys, that snake just the door open.
you
Snake.
when you guys look at Lucky. Lucky looks like they're on death's doorstep and spent. Guys, I'm exhausted and I don't think I can do anything else right now.
But here, come on my back.
don't
And
think
then
that's gonna help me. You see, like, blood's, like, coming out of Lucky's mouth.
hmm,
Hmm,
Commodore, can you help?
I can help. I need 10 minutes though.
Let's
No.
find safe room to do so then. Also, out of character, I'm pretty sure we got some poison of healing. Who has those?
I think I have one.
Potion of
I have-
But
healing.
the problem out of character, the problem isn't just the healing. I have no spell slots. I think I only have like one spell slot left.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got
that's a bit
half.
more complicated. For now, let's try out of character. I think we can explore at least a little bit more. My worry that we are on a timer is a problem. Maybe we try to clear this floor and then we try to find a place to rest. Yeah, based on what Nati said, does it seem like if we take a long rest, that would be way too much time, and the child could be sacrificed?
From what you gathered from Naughty, it didn't seem like they were super trying to like kill her as soon as possible. If that was the case, they would have just done it wherever they were. So it seems like they are at least making preparations. What that means, you're not exactly sure.
Okay, so maybe we could, at the very least, explore a little of this room because we almost have the room done. There's just a space we should be careful for. I think it's here actually. That because there was a lot of enemies there. Not sure if there still is, but um, and then after we do this, maybe we can find a spot for you all to long rest then. Because I imagine that Razor probably also needs long rest with all the key usage.
Okay. DM, will you add my potion of healing to me? I rolled
Oh,
this.
yes.
Thank you.
Razor, are you checking door?
Um, I'm still looking. Uh, DM off character. Do I see any light source or anything like that?
Nope, completely dark on the inside.
All right, we'll just go in raw. I'm gonna, I'm gonna open this
I don't know if
door.
you're
Doing it live.
Aw.
All right, so you open the door and go
Okay.
in.
Yeah.
You
I'm
open the
sorry.
door and step in, and when you do, please make a deck save.
Okay, cool.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna go back and grab that crowbar.
Oh my god.
Unfortunate.
That's what I get.
Ooh, almost
That's what
max
I get.
damage too.
That's what
You
I get.
see
I deserve that.
you see an acid vial falling, and you think that was it, but then another acid vial drops right on top of your head, which is why you suffer 11 points of acid damage.
Cool. Razor deserved that. Yeah, I deserve that. Do I see anything else here? Are these like potions or something?
You do see that there are glimmering vials inside the refuse,
Okay.
just scattered about. What they are exactly, you'll have to double
I'm
click and find out.
I'm gonna call Commodore and ask him to check if they're safe. Maybe.
Check if what's safe. Just in general.
Those vials. Those vials right there, bro. Do you see it?
Yeah. I'll pick up the vial.
You should be able to double click, be able to pick them up.
Gotcha. Take. Yeah, that one's fine.
You see that this vial is capped off with a winged motif, and you know this to be a potion of flying.
I have a potion of flying. Who wants this potion of flying?
What about this other one right here? There's one more
At the top.
right there. To your right.
You recognize this immediately as a potion of healing.
Who wants? Take. Anybody want?
Lucky
Um,
probably needs the potion.
Yeah. Yeah, just be sure. This robo here doesn't let. Can he pass through the robo or no? Just
You
be
can.
sure.
You should be able to.
Okay.
It's pretty much all you find in here.
All right.
You do notice that there's more of that the destroyed furniture and things like that just kind of scattered about. It would have been a nice room a long time ago, but time has taken its toll.
Interesting.
Now, is flying movement the same as on foot?
Yeah, you'll gain a 30-foot flying speed.
So you're limited to 30. Does anybody want
DM, does this room look safe enough? Maybe.
Which room?
This one that where I'm at.
Yeah,
right now.
there's 4 walls. There don't seem to be any major gaps in them anywhere. Seems suitable enough.
All right, cool. And then I'm gonna tell the others, hey guys, I think this room is safe. We could probably rest here. I have an extra quarterstaff. We could just block the door and lock it from any intruders.
I got
Oceana-
the crowbar. I'll just jam it in the door jam.
Oceana, you see that there's another cloud of that fog just swirling about.
Oceana will look at the group and say, "Moment, wait. I see the strange battle." She takes a deep breath, and as I think she actually is probably the most healthy one of the group right now, she is going to just go
Okay.
right in.
You all watch
Right.
as Oceana bravely steps in the middle, that there are a pair of skeletal hands that reaches out and grabs her and pulls her in with a deadly embrace. Oceana, I need you to please make a wisdom save.
All right.
And as you do that, you are pulled into a memory that is not your own once again. You're gripping the emerald green menace. Your breathing is ragged, the cold rain soaking your tattered clothes. A faint hum echoes as a massive shadow above, its weight pressing down on you and then leaving you alone to your struggle. In these final moments, you scream, "No! I won't let you have it! I won't let you hurt her!" A faint, desperate sound, a small creature in distress, cuts through the rain. "Die!" you bellow, as your hands clamp down on the scales with all of your remaining might. The snail writhes in agony, its fangs flash. You come back to the fog pool as it dissipates around you.
All right. How much damage do I take it from it?
You will take... 6 points of psychic damage.
All right. Let's reduce that real quick.
I got it.
Stretch that does, and then imagine the participates. Ocean would go back and say, I saw sight of me think king grabbing emerald creature, holding it very tightly while almost dying. There also was small creature, maybe spawn of the king, felt very strong emotions towards it, caring, protectiveness. Maybe weakness of king is memory of spawn? Or memento or something? Yeah, the question. Would I remember the clothes of the creature, the small one?
Make a wisdom check. Or perception. Perception.
Okay, Doki.
Sounded small and pathetic.
The sound
Small.
effect.
Oceana tries to remember. Creature was small. Only 4 limbs, even after birth. It looked very weak. Maybe king baby or something. I'm not too familiar with landwalkers' progeny. And after relaying this information, she'll nod to others. We should rest soon, I agree. We agree. But before let's finish exploring this area. What do you three think?
Yeah, let's go. Do
I
it.
think this is the space that's left.
You
Is
see
there
more.
anything in this?
You see more patches of the lichen and moss growing here
Wait.
in pockets.
I come back. I grab Lucky, and I bring Lucky towards the area I just came. Lucky, come, come, come.
Okay.
Look, soup moss.
DM, can I tell if this would make a good soup?
Make a survival check, or an intelligence check, your choice.
Well, I'm not really good at either of those, so let's try.
Guidance.
Let's
Not going to lie, I always hope you fail. Can you cast negative guidance?
Oh,
Distraction.
with guidance?
Yeah, with guidance apparently.
What does a
15.
15?
With a 15, as long as you find the moss that is the cleanest, you think you could probably season it to be passable, but otherwise it really doesn't have much culinary use.
I know, look at Oceana and be like, oh, yeah, totally. This would make really great soup. Thank you. And I'll like grab her arm and start like walking the other direction, try to like distract the fact that I'm not picking any up, but like, you know, was appreciating the gesture.
I'm gonna stop Lucky and try to tell her, hey, good food is subjective, right? Maybe it's
Razor,
good for you, not for us.
Razor. I don't think I could season this dog. We can't. I don't think we can eat this.
Okay, fine.
We're eating a dog.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I'll eat a dog.
Oh, no. Well,
oh
no. Wait,
no.
well, no. Wait, would you eat
No.
a cat?
Not.
What happened to us?
I mean,
Catfish? Yes.
catfish is good.
what?
I mean,
Okay.
I've been on many ships and there's been lack of food. And if it's meat, it stews.
I mean, I'm making snake later. I'm sure you're excited about that.
Don't worry, Lucky. Let me make sure you're not eaten.
DM, are you sure there was no bones on that thing that were valuable at all? None.
Oh,
Even
there
if I
were. There were,
really
but
looked
your
hard.
friends smashed them up. And then the Naga disintegrated because it was a product of necromancy. So I don't know what else to tell you.
Jim, this here looks like to be the exit of the building, correct?
Correct. You can see that there is another large building with large double doors. In fact, the largest set of doors that you've seen so far. It looks to be a rather important place.
Okay then. Did you folks already take a look? Be careful down there. Be careful down there. Remember, there was a lot of enemies down there from the last time we looked, even if they are not present anymore.
A razor's gonna tiptoe.
Yeah, I was about to say I can see past this because I have that extra dark vision. I don't see anything, but
It's
doesn't
weird.
mean anything.
You see
Remember,
the wall to the entrance that you use to get into this place, and you don't see anything odd. You see that there is more collapsed rubble here that's kind of sealing things off. Perhaps there was another entrance from the other side that you
over
overlooked
here.
on your way here.
I remember that, if you folks remember, we went through the side way because front way had many snakes covering the ground. Did they collapse that side? Peculiar. In case, let's rest. You three are tired, I take it? Are you sure you need rest?
Yeah.
I think we need to rest. Yeah, I agree with Oceana. I'm too sleepy to do this. Let's just rest.
It's okay. I know not everyone can have ocean dwellers resistance.
Right, that's the problem. Some of us just got really fucked up by a skeleton, you know.
The Stacy Oceana.
It's okay. Let's make watch and guard while you rest. I volunteered. I seem to be the most healthy. I stay on first watch. All right. If needs
TM,
me,
is the door opening towards us or towards Oceana?
It opens inwards.
Inwards.
Mhm.
Because
So-
because Oceana, I think I can just bolster it with a quarterstaff, and we can all rest. You know.
I have this
we
crowbar. I can just hit it with my warhammer and just
Do like a
lift this
wedge.
thing.
Could do.
Yeah.
Oceana shakes her head. We saw skulls that burned and laughed while throwing fire. We saw a creature, a bone eel and bone man that could go sightless and then appear somewhere else. Magic is involved, and don't forget, you're facing many tiny snakes that could enter from unseen spots. Watch is important. Precaution is important. Don't worry, I won't leave the door. I'll just stay outside. We can take turns and watch.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna give one of my rations to Oceana. Right? Might as well get this. I don't need it. I'm a monk. I don't eat.
Oh, Oceana gives a smile. She grabs it and puts in the back into her backpack, but she's going to eat her own ration. After the comments of the soup, she doesn't trust any land dweller's food anymore.
Oh,
Like,
I'm just gonna give this to Oceana, right? Give the character
oh.
one. Oh, yeah.
Reminder that she has literally a bundle of bones for the soup in her backpack still.
You begin to settle down for your rest. Oceana taking the first shift, and then somebody else will step up as needed. Is there anything that you guys talk about as you're beginning to settle down?
Oh, actually, Oceana, I think we can do this with just me keeping watch because I'm an elf. I don't really sleep. Like I'm just in a trance.
You will need at
meditation,
least
and
one of the
that counts
person
as
to
long
take a
rest.
watch.
Yeah.
Okay, we can take a turn. I can stay a few
Yeah.
hours, then you stay a few hours, then I rest, and someone
Okay.
else. Oh,
Cool.
actually, here, this should help rest and recover. And then she takes out her hat and gently puts on Razor's head and gives a nod. Hat helps recover wounds. And shield.
Okay.
All
Would I
right.
just naturally have like a water skin on me?
Yeah,
just in
absolutely.
general?
It's part of your gear.
Okay, so I got this piece of cloth and I wet the cloth with a little bit of water and I start cleaning my stuff. And I kneel down and wring it out and I say, for my bitch queen, I will continue to kill in your name and kind of say a prayer.
Do I hear it?
Absolutely.
I'm not hiding it. So.
Yeah, absolutely. You hear this.
You see, like, Lucky's eyes just get really big.
In the very end, I'm like, I hope this offering makes it to you one way or another. And that's the end of the prayer.
You poured water out?
I wringed out the cloth and the blood and all that. Makes its way into
Okay.
water.
Yeah. Lucky's
Is-
just gonna watch you and then just kind of eyes wide. And then
The
Roll
idea
a
behind it is all water finds its way to the ocean eventually.
roll a D100 for me, Commodore.
Oh shit.
Okay. Nothing happens.
All right. And he's just gonna lean against the wall and try to catch some winks.
And then Razor's gonna start doing his meditation in a trance with eyes wide open, and then just not talking, basically.
Okay. Oceana.
Ocean is going to, before anything, she's going to close this door, and she's actually going to put her hunter's trap here, right behind it, before going
Okay.
back to repose. Just as a
Gotcha.
precaution.
In that case, I will drag this circle here, and we'll say that that's the trap that you've placed. Okay.
All right.
You begin to settle in. Please make a perception check, Oceana.
All right.
You are waiting for your shift to be over, and it's very good that you are the one out here because you are not surprised, and you have a single action and movement as you see descending from the skylight in this direction over here, where the light is coming from. You see a single flaming skull drop down
Alright.
from the ceiling. It has
This
not
seems
noticed you
fun.
yet. What do you do?
Then Oceana. I need to remember the layout of the map.
It's now 30 feet above the ground, moving closer down. It's very close to seeing you. What do you do?
Oceana is going to at first move to here, to behind the wall, but still keeping an eye, like peeking, to make sure she can keep notice of it,
Okay.
while from farther away.
All right. Please make a stealth check.
All right. Do we have advantage because of the cover? I always forget what cover does for stealth.
It will be modified DC, so just go and roll the stealth check.
Okay.
Very good. The flaming skull descends even further to about 10 feet off the ground and just kind of begins to fly around, bobbing up and down like a will-o-wisp.
Mhm.
And then it just disappears around a corner, out of sight, into the darkness.
All right. Have you noticed that? If on the tip of her tentacles, Oceana comes back, and as quietly as she comes, she's going to come back inside once more and close the door behind her. Would anyone be awake still already or not?
Probably not.
Okay. Checking that the room is safe and there's no skull here. She gives a sigh of relief and continues her watch outside, while
Okay.
being very trying to be as perceptive as she can.
You will hear off in the distance the quiet cackling of the flaming skull as it flies around somewhere in the dark. You can see its faint flame flickering every now and then, as it seems to just be kind of traveling into those alcoves that you were exploring earlier. Your shift comes to an end. Who do you wake up?
I have a very dumb question. I'm sorry, this is because I'm not a native speaker. What is an alcove?
It's like like those little grooves and stuff. Here, let me
Oh,
drag
yeah.
you. Let me drag you.
It's like here, right? For example, these spots.
Yeah, so
like
those are alcoves basically.
okay.
Okay.
Uh, since
So you imagine that the flaming skull is kind of like going into those, and then that's why you can't see the flames anymore.
okay, since he just saw this, and because he was the one that seemed to be most knowledge about it, she's going to wake up Razor next.
Okay.
Sorry,
Razor.
not Razor. My apologies, Commodore.
Oh,
next.
Commodore.
Helmet.
Commodore, you are gently awoken.
My turn, huh?
Yes, be careful. We saw the skull that flames before. It didn't see me, but moved around. It was, I'm not sure if looking for us, but it seemed to be on the lookout for something. Don't, uh, sneakiness may be preferred. Armor, and she points to Commander's armor, may be dangerous.
All right, duly noted. I'm gonna sneak out real slow, like.
Also, here, this may be helpful. And Ocean is going to pull out a javelin and tie a few bones around the end, and she'll say, if you throw this at far wow, make a noise it will. Maybe it will distract the skull for a bit, if needed.
It's a good idea. Okay. Yeah, first, I'm gonna check under the door, make sure I don't see any light from the flaming
You
skull.
see no flickering light that would be from a flaming skull from under the door.
All right. Close that, and I'm gonna watch from right here, kind of peeking around the corner. If I
Sure.
could go midway, that's where I would be. I'd have
You
to line of
see
sight all the way.
off in the distance, as you watch, you can see the flaming skull just kind of floating around.
Gotcha.
I'll say that you're peeking around. You don't have to worry about it getting a line of sight on you
Gotcha.
if you want to maintain visual on it.
Gotcha.
Go ahead and make another perception check for me, though, as you do this.
Perception.
Okay. You're focused on the flaming skull, and nothing else really gets your attention. And it does eventually disappear behind a corner where you cannot see.
All right. I'm just gonna kind of look around, kind of like every few seconds, check where he just went back.
The rest of your shift passes uneventfully.
Gotcha.
Who do you wake up?
I'm going to wake up. I'm gonna wake up. Razor, since Lucky was the worst.
Okay. Razor,
Yeah,
you're
you mean it's because Lucky's the most chaotic.
That's true. That's true.
Razor, you are woken up by a rough, leathery hand.
You're up.
And then you'd see Razor, his eyes still open, and then you notice that life suddenly comes back to him, and then asks Commodore, "Is it my turn now?"
It's your turn now. I give him the javelin with all the bones kind of hanging. His flaming skulls just chuck this way far away if you get too close.
Okay, I think I can do that. I mean, then I'm gonna stand watch outside.
I stop him real quick. I chuck it away from. Don't hit him.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah,
Thanks for
distract.
clarifying that. I was gonna hit him with it, but yeah.
Razor, as you begin to stand outside and watch, you can hear, sure enough, that flaming skull cackling out in the dark, but you don't see its telltale flicker in the darkness anywhere around. It's rather haunting to hear this disembodied laughter for so long and not being able to see the source, even though you would probably much rather not see it at all, I imagine. Make a perception check for me.
Razor's gonna look around, shivering. It's a 20.
Very good. With a natural 20 for a total of 27, you hear that the flaming skull seems to have found a way to occupy itself somewhere far away, perhaps in the room that you guys had investigated. And then you hear it. You hear a sharp clang, and then you hear the flaming skull laugh even louder for a moment, and then it seems to stay in place.
Doesn't move, huh?
Nope, seems to be stuck wherever it is now.
Okay, cool. Well, Razor's probably too scared to move anyway, so I'm just gonna stay here and then keep watch.
Okay. As you continue to wait, you will see. Actually, no, you don't. Never mind. I apologize. The rest of your shift passes uneventfully.
All right, cool. How many hours has it been,
A
DM?
total of 8. You have all completed a long rest. So go ahead and click that button for me.
And yeah,
And we just have about another 10 more minutes of stuff if you guys are willing to hang out.
sounds
Okay.
good.
Great.
Yeah, sure.
Cool,
Yeah,
cool,
of
cool, cool,
course,
cool, cool.
of course.
Yeah.
All right. So, what would you like to do next?
Oceana would wake up slowly. I like to imagine from everyone it would be a strange sight to see. Though they probably are used because they are riding the caravan. But Oceana, despite her mostly human-like appearance, is still a Triton, so her bones are mostly cartilaginous. So you just see her springing herself up and stretching herself in position that she shouldn't be stretching. I rest well. What about the rest of you? No problem happen? Skulls appear again?
Razor starting to do push-ups. Morning routine.
Oh, he's one of those guys. All right.
Yeah.
Ah,
That's how he
you're
stays so
training.
hot.
You're training. Allow me to help. And Luciana the Barbarian just literally sits down on his back while he's doing. You can do it.
No, you're not helping.
Make an
You're
athletics
too
check, Razor.
heavy. Oh my god. If I get bludgeoning damage out of this,
I don't
I'm
know. Let's
gonna
see.
freak out.
Just don't roll a
You
1.
can do it. I believe you. Can I give 8 to him?
Well,
Sure can't. You managed to
I'm
do
fine.
half your normal amount of morning push-ups, and then your arms are starting to burn. And you're like, okay, I gotta stop now.
Oh my god, yeah. I'm done. I'm beat. I need another long rest. No, just kidding.
And up at the Razor's head. Good. Good, Razor. You did well. She does also get her hat back to herself.
So, what do y'all do next?
She did ask, so, the skull. Did it come close again? I'm also lucky to inform you. While I watch Miss Skull, the one that laughs, walking around. Any of you saw the skull again during your watch?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Did it do anything?
I just bounced around aimlessly, kinda, and went down that far corridor.
That's alright. Well, I'm glad nothing bad happened then. Everyone ready to go? Or are there any preparations to be done?
No, the flaming skull wasn't even that scary.
I see you're facing your fears. Oh, I almost forgot. Can't believe I almost forgot this. And you see Oceana going back to the spot she just slapped at next to Rabo, kneeling down with her trident in front of her, and she would say something in primordial, which I don't think any of you have, right? Or any of you have.
I don't think I
Then,
have it, no.
yeah, I think no one. You see, she's saying something primordial, a little bit of fog emanating from her hands at that moment, before she raises back again with an eager smile. All right, now I'm ready. Let us go and continue. And she opens the door to go.
Yeah.
Do you continue to the next large building?
You mean close to the exit?
Can we notice any sort of damage of the skull, like a fireball came out and exploded somewhere?
You don't notice any differences in your surroundings other than what you caused during the fight with the Naga and the bone claw.
So just the dust.
Basically.
Aw.
DM, the clank that Razor heard last night, was it because the trap got triggered or something?
Maybe. You don't know.
Is a
Do we
trap
still see the
triggered?
trap like armed?
The one at the door in front of Oceana, no. You don't see that trap triggered.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's safe. Alright, cool.
Just because Oceana's going to pick up her trap back again.
Okay. You pick up the trap.
Hmm.
All right.
And with this, she's going to open the door.
Okay. All right. As you open the door, I need everybody to do nothing because nothing happens.
Okay. As I was all right, so what's next day?
I was on the edge of my seat, man. That's so mean. That's so mean.
The fun part about being barbarian is that even when you do things like, oh, I just open and pass, you can at least feel sense of security because of danger sense.
Yep.
All right. However, as we get this, Oceana does remember the trap on the other door. Is there any vial above?
No, there is no vial on this side of this store.
I'm feeling more assured because there's no vial outside of the door. She's going to open it.
Okay. You see ahead of you that there is a short walk to another building with very, very large double doors, doors larger than you have seen anywhere in this castle town so far. And we will now transition to a new map.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
You open these large double doors in the next building, and you are immediately met with a grand entryway to what you can only guess is the approach to a throne room. It seems that you're perhaps nearing the end of your adventure, for better or worse.
Ooh.
You see,
Oh my
standing
God.
on a precipice overlooking this space. Don't move, cheater. Stop it.
Oh, sorry,
Cheater.
sorry.
Cheater.
You see,
I'm
Shame
fidgety
you.
when I'm nervous, you know.
you see three snake figures standing and watching you as two of them take a step back and disappear from beyond your sight because you cannot see them because of the elevation. And you hear the middle one say, "Welcome to your death." And that
Okay,
is where we're going to end the session for tonight.
Nice.
Oh,
welcome to your death.
sheesh.